June 1st to sign some of our drafted players over the last few years, and we were able to sign everyone that we wanted to. The big thing right now for us is the draft next week. We got our draft coming up in June 25th, 26th out in LA, and we got the 8th pick in the draft and the 24th, so we're going to get 2 good players off the bat. And we're also interviewing potential head coaches right now and hope to have that in place over the next couple weeks.
What are some of the things you guys are looking for to pick up in the draft?
Well, we still want to pick up the best skilled players. We got a nucleus of young players right now that we want to continue to build around. So we're not really tied to a position other than goaltending. We probably don't need another goaltender at this point, but the best player available, whether it's a forward or defenseman, we're looking for the most skill.
Real quick, for the lay fan who doesn't quite understand hockey, you guys have probably the most unique draft from any of the other sports. Kind of similar to Major League Baseball, but different. But just talk about how long, say, okay, the guy who's drafted 8th, how long will it be before you even possibly see the guy with the big club?
We have 7 rounds. We interview 2,000 players for the draft. We'll draft a player when he's 17 or 18 years of age, and he may not turn pro and might be going to college and play 4 years of college. So usually when you draft a player, it's usually 4 or 5 years before they make it to the NHL. And of course, the special case circumstances are a guy like Vander Kane last year and Zach Bogosian the year before. But most players we draft, usually it's a good 4-year process.
How do you feel about the Thrashers coming in? I mean, obviously you mentioned 2 of the young guys, Vander Kane, Bogosian. Just talk about where this team is going.
Well, I'm excited about where we're going. We got 8 players under the age of 26 moving forward. A lot of top young good players, and to me that's exciting for our future, and we'll supplement that with some good veterans. We should be in good shape next year.
On the coaching situation, what are you guys looking for in this head coach?
Well, we don't want another young guy that's got to learn on the job. We need an experienced guy that can step right in and deal with all the situations that arise during the course of his hockey season. So we're looking for somebody that's got a lot of experience in the NHL.
One last thing, on the Stanley Cup Finals, let's talk about seeing Patrick Kane and those guys win. And one, for obviously you being a USA hockey guy, talk about how that benefits United States hockey. And 2, what do you guys see in that team that maybe you could take to the Thrashers here?
Well, Chicago was the best team that won. That was exciting. They won with their young players, and that was really exciting to watch, because I think we got some of those type of young players with not as much experience. Chicago winning the Stanley Cup, I think you should the United States. Chicago is a city that everybody's familiar with. Their parade turnout was over 2 million people. I think this will do not only youth hockey, but I think it'll do the NHL a lot of justice down the future.
Also, too, one thing on the USA Hockey thing, of course, Bettman initially had some issues with playing in Sochi, Russia. Just talk about what you think should happen with the NHL guys.
My personal feeling is I'd like to see us go. That's just my personal feelings. I think the Olympics has been something that's been good for the NHL. We all backing up years ago in the Olympics. We all knew we're competing against other countries that were pro players. So I think we should send our best players, and I support the Olympics.